Hey, yo, what is going on, guys? Got a brand new video for you guys today. Today, we're going to be making a Series 5 tier list for new players. Today, we're going to be ranking the top 20 Series 5 cards you should be investing in as a new player or even a returning player to Snap. Looking at them, how they pose in the meta at the moment, as well as some deck staples. Of course, we do also have some cards that are debatable, which I would like to know down in the description or down in the comments below. What cards do you think I missed? Or if you think this is a pretty accurate assessment of Series 5 cards. Anywho, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Not trash, but we're just gonna go unranked. Which means, by the way, guys, 5 cards go here, 5 cards go here. Or this is top 5, bottom 5. Or top 5, we're gonna go 6 through 10. 11 through 20. How about that? Does that seem okay? Top 5, 6 through 10, 11 through 20. Then unranked. Move some of these down. I have Airshim. I have Airshim top 10. Let us see. Do I want to keep this in alphabetical order? Probably close to. Oh, this is going to get funky. This is going to get funky. Oh, yeah. I think it's an arguable top 5. That's why I'm keeping it here. Let me change this up here. Make it S tier. We can make it S tier. Sure. Let's do Cheeks. Cheeks. All right, so in Cheeks tier, we're going to move that and move that down. Let me see. Have Noir? Well, Noir is not necessarily Cheeks anymore. Noir is not Cheeks. And then I think I'm going to do... So right now we're looking at like new CL players. New CL players is the thought process here, or lower collection level players, Derek, is what we're doing for this. And I think into debatable. Trying to look at some stuff. Airship might be top 5. That's what I'm thinking. I think for new CL players, we can have him top 5. I think we have a debatable tier, and then Cheeks, and then some other stuff. I think, I don't know. We'll have to go through some of these again. I think Cosmic Ghost Rider is at least top 20. Bullseye is a good card, yes, but we are looking at every single Series 5 drop, right? Every single one. Bad. Do that. This might end up being a debatable. Might be debatable. Right now, I'm just it's kind of like setting up the bracket right now. That's kind of what we're doing now. We're setting up the bracket, and then we'll go through and then rearrange everything too. Let's see. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Tropical? Welcome in, bro. Welcome in. Would I say Firehair is better than Carter? I think it's so like some of these feels like it's compared like apples to oranges. Like what Firehair does in the Firehair deck is insane. What Carter does in the ongoing in the Surfer deck is also pretty insane. Socks are off right now, bro. So be careful. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you say. Also, we're not talking about like just entirely in the meta. Like we're talking about the meta, right? But we're also talking about newer players who don't have cards. So like that's what we're thinking about here, in general, right? So kind of with that thought process on top of what's going on in the meta, right? And this isn't just like I have an end all be all say over. Like this is like we can totally like discuss all of this like 100%. This is either top 10. Jeff, no. Those are good. I mean, they're good cards, right? But I don't know kind of thing, right? Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Think about like with Series 3 cards. So you guys think Derek, do you think Kang is okay? Do you think Kang is trash? What do you think about Kang? I think this has an argument for this here. Bro, Jeff used to rule the world. That is true. Khonshu for new players. For new players with discard, Khonshu might have an argument, right? Think he's trash? Think Kang is in Cheeks tier? We can move it for that. And I have because so like some of this debatable pile right now, I'm just trying to have cards. So like this is the main thing we're talking about over here. What's going on, Chew? Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, Makari, Malekith. Yeah, I'm thinking Khonshu's good. That's why we're starting Khonshu up here in the debatable stuff, right? Man Spider, not necessarily a must have. Yeah, new players probably have a rough time. Yo, Chew, thank you so much for the sub, bro. Welcome to royalty. Welcome in. You think Malekith might be debatable? You think Malekith might be top 20? I'll throw him out here. Just why not? We'll throw him out here. Merlin. I think Merlin's top 5 still. I think could be potentially number 1. Could potentially be number 1. Misery, no. Mockingbird. I mean, Zoo is decent at lower like CL and stuff, but we're not sure if it's still top 20, right? New Morgan Le Fay. Marvel Boy might be top 20. Would I do Marvel Boy or Mockingbird though? I think I would do Mockingbird over Marvel Boy. Sure, we can put him in debatable. Fanta Cheeks. Fanta's decent, you know. He had the worst RNG fighting him today. Oh no. Oh no. Nico. Nightmare. Yeah, his nerf. I mean, after the season pass too. Nocturne. Do we consider Nocturne Cheeks good? Prodigy's interesting. I don't know if we put Prodigy in debatable. Debatable or top 20? Like we're still looking at this for new players, right? We're still looking at this in general for new players. I think we'll have him in debatable for now, and we'll talk about him in a bit. Yeah, I think we'll talk about him in a bit. Proxima also could be maybe not for debatable. I think Red Guardian maybe. I don't know. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about you. So sorry to hear that. Sam? We have Sam up here. Scarlet Spider, no. Scorn. Scored might be up there. Scream. Polaris. Stegron Series 3 now, right? Isn't Stegron still Series 3? Stegron, Arrow, Magneto, Juggernaut, Polaris, Spider-Man. I don't know if this is a debatable top 20, though. Trash. Good. Is Sparky... We'll have it in here just for a second. Speed, Spider-Punk, Starbrand, Stardust, Strange Supreme. You think Sparky's debatable? Do we put, I mean, Stardust, I don't know if I want someone spending, yeah, I think that's what I feel for Sparky too. Superior Spider-Man, not right now. Surge could be debatable. Surtur, probably not. Spider-Man, probably not. Stardust is a great card, yes, but I'm talking about, like, do I want to spend 6,000 tokens on this right now instead of getting a different type of card, right? Cersei Slander? Well, sorry. Sorry. With Thanos over here. That Athena's okay. Think for Steps. I don't know if Think for Steps is great, but I don't know if it's something I'd be like, yo, you guys got to get this. Maybe Darius Toxin debatable, or is Bounce just not something a new player should prioritize? Because I don't know if it's top 20. I think it might be top 30, but like for a new player, not debatable. Okay, that's fair. U.S. Agent. I think Victoria Hand could potentially be top 5. We got Viv. Yeah, that's true. To have everything. War Machine could be debatable, actually. White Widow. Trash. Wiccan. Wiccan could be top 5, top 10. Zorn. Oh, whatever. Zombie Captain Marvel. I mean, if I'm putting Nocturne and Cersei in here, I have to put both there, right? Galactus, not necessarily a bad card anymore. Ooh. So like Zombie Witch. Of course, there are Series 4 cards on Neighbor Zombie Witch too, but like then you also just have the Series 4 cards, right? It gets an entire archetype. I'll put it in just for now. Which means I don't think Fanta's up there though. Yeah, for new players, that's like this is not hard set, right? This is not hard set. Okay. This is what we have in top 10 and debatable right now. Yeah, not for new players. That's what like we're trying to think this out too, right? I think that's true. Also, like, just looking at it in general without Zombie Witch, there's probably, like, Kitty Pryde is Series 3. Bro, yeah. when do the series drops come, right? Looking at all of this. We can put zombies here for a second. You know? Yeah. We got a lot. Okay. So, top 5 over here. I think Victoria Hand, Nico, Merlin, and then I'm thinking of the number 5, right? I feel like because like Victoria Hand into like the early, you think Vic goes down to like 6? Yeah, I have no idea what this is. I have no idea what that is. Do you swap Vic and put Wiccan instead of Vic? Is that what you do, or do we? I mean, this is 4. We still have like room to do another card here. Thinking about card generators, though, we also have to think about, you know, Victoria Hand. We're a Series 3 complete player, but not Series 4, Series 5 complete player. Is Mirage Series 3 or is Mirage Series 4? Right? Frigga is Series 5. Hood is Series 3. You have Quinjet. You do, if you want to do the Domino Wiccan stuff, you have that. Mirage, I think Surge is definitely going to be a top 20. I do think that's over here. That's true. They do have the Devil Dinosaur. Don't forget about Devil Dinosaur early on, right? I think Victoria Hand still totally floats in earlier CL. But I think is it this order? Is it Arishem? I still think I have Merlin, Nico 1, 2, right? And then it's like, what do we do at 5? I think Surge top 20. We can prove Surge here. You say Nico after Arishem? I think the pluggability of Nico puts it slightly above Arishem there, right? Arishem is incredibly good for new players. But I think I would, do I get Nico or do I get Arishem first? If I really just want to try stuff out, I would just buy Arishem, right? Okay. Nico, Victoria Hand. And then this is the question, right? Is it Iron Patriot, Wiccan, or Kate? You think Luna's number 5? Think Luna above these to get the ramp? Luna. I don't hate the Luna shout. I think Luna is definitely up there, right? Because it allows you to do so much. Of course, you know, it gives your opponents energy too. Yes, but like, I don't hate the Luna. If Luna's 5, you like Superior more? Well, it's the power output, and then like you're pretty much guaranteed to get energy next turn. Superior Spider-Man, you still have to do work beforehand as well, right? You still have to do work for Superior first, and Luna is more flexible. That is true. More flexible than the Wiccan. Thanos is like just another really good card for like starting players, right? You think Sam might be top 10? Sam might be top 10. I don't know. Sam, that is true. Sam does also need to have some enablers too. He does, like, you have Kraven. You could do Captain America. You can do but the ongoing deck has a bunch of Series 4, Series 5 cards in it. You know? The small ball move package has a bunch of Series 4, Series 5 packs in it. Series 4, Series 5 cards in it too. But like the ongoing deck still has, you know. Spectrum is an early card, yes, but like in the deck you're wanting to do like Sam Wilson and stuff in, you still have to have like a Goliath. You need to have something like a Captain Carter, like potentially the Prodigy, Moonstone. You know, you say can't play Victoria Hand without Frigga. I mean, you can. You can play Victoria Hand without Frigga. I don't hate the shout for Luna being at least top 10. Is Thanos still top 10, or is Thanos maybe fallen into top 20? Yabiki? Evo is great for early CL players. That is true. I think Surge is great for some early CL players. I think Frigga is good with the Victoria Hand. Frigga is also good for, you do like the Doc and Bullseye stuff. You think High Evo's top 10? I think you think Sam's top 10. How about Sam top 10? I mean, yeah, you do have all of the the cards unlocked stuff, right? Yeah. Now, do we put... Is it this way over here? Are we putting high Evo over... I mean, Thanos also... A lot of Thanos decks do also need Series 4, Series 5 cards. You know? They do also need Series 4, Series 5 cards. So Thanos might be potentially lower in this, right? We, of course, can fit up to 10 cards into this one. This is just 5 and 5. You know? That's true. Thanos Airship is a thing. But X-23 is Series 4. Or it would have X-23 up here. X-23 is Series 4. Put Khonshu. Do we do... War Machine top 20? Khonshu is not... You don't think Khonshu is a top 20 card for a new CL player playing discard? You don't think Khonshu? I think Khonshu definitely has a good argument for one of the 20 cards for... Especially, like... I mean, it's like only discard, yes, but like... For like classic discard and stuff. You can run discard without Khonshu? Okay. Good to know. Thank you for letting me know. You'd have Scorn over Khonshu? I'd probably have Scorn higher than Khonshu. I think what Scorn can really do is definitely up there. I can see the argument maybe pushing this out for Scorn. I think that's a good argument too. I don't think Alioth is a card you must have in the top 20, though. I don't think Alioth is. Alioth is great, and what Alioth does is great. But I don't know. I don't think it's a top 20. War Machine. Could see the argument for War Machine. Could also see Madam Web. Madam Web. Cass is pretty good, but... If you're fighting enemy cards, yeah. That's why we're like looking about it too. Yeah, if you can ramp some cards out and stuff. Scroll a bit. I mean, these are the cards we have in debatable. Is this right here? Is this is debatable, and then top 5, top 11. This is what we got. Which is... There's also unranked, yes, but the unranked are not in debatable. The unranked are not in the debatable. If you have a card, you can say specifically what it is, and we can see maybe. Yeah, because we already, in the unranked right now, we only have 3 slots left in the top 20 cards. You know? Only have 3 cards left, and then this is the debatable. But you're saying, like, adding some cards potentially to debatable. I see what you're saying. I do see what you're also saying. Now, if we drop Khonshu, I think Carter's debatable for top 20. I don't know about for top 20. I think Carter's great, but Moonstone. Oh, I didn't even put Moonstone up here, did I? We can add Moonstone to debatable. Yeah. I mean, Carter does good things. Yes, that is true. Infinity Ultron top 5? No. Silver Surfer? Silver Surfer is Series 3, but, like, still. Can put Moonstone. Yes, he is Series 3. Galactus is one of the best big dumb idiots. That is true. That is true. We want to put War Machine up here. We'll wait for a second. We'll add, so we'll just pause here. How many spots do we have? We have 2 spots here. Yeah, we're not gonna go over any more while ads are happening. Any argument for Copycat? So Copycat is good. I think also when we look at this too, Copycat is a kind of like very meta dependent card, where some of these other ones aren't really meta dependent necessarily, right? I guess you could look at Red Guardian, Cosmic Ghost Rider potentially being meta dependent, but I think Cosmic Ghost Rider is just so good. It is knowledge what you're playing. That is also very true. You might say Thanos is in top 20 just because of how expensive the deck is in general for all the Series 4, Series 5 cards you need for a new player. But you can also play Thanos Zoo. But you can play Thanos Destroy kind of early too. Thanos Destroy, of course. You'd probably want something like an X-23. No, you don't have to have X-23. Null, Series 4 still. Death is Series 3. Carnage, Killmonger, Venom, Deathlock, Angel, if you're wondering, Angel. You can make budget versions of those decks. But also, like, the better versions of Arishem 2 have a lot of the Series 4 and Series 5 cards, right? You're not going to be able to play the best Arishem, right? War Machine Lockdown is dead. Yeah, people aren't playing that. They're playing War Machine Chamber, and it's performing even better than War Machine Lockdown. They're playing War Machine Chamber instead, and then that deck is just going crazy. Smiles made a really good Chamber ramp deck. Really good Chamber ramp deck. You haven't seen them? Really? You've not seen that at all? What? What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, Chamber Ramp is disgusting. It's actually very popular right now. Very, very popular. Yeah, no, the War Machine buff, yeah, went nuclear. Could Kahori be a good pickup? I would probably go Gwenpool before I go Kahori still. Would probably go Gwenpool instead. But are we thinking Red Guardian and Cosmic Ghost Rider are a lock for top 20? I think Cosmic Ghost Rider. I mean, I think we have to put Frigga in here. Do we put Frigga? Frigga top 20? They do different things? Yes. But, like, still, we're looking at that slot of buffing cards kind of thing. Do we put Frigga before something like a Gwenpool Galacta? I guess if we have Thanos, Mockingbird also works well with that. Also works with the Mysterios. Some good, like, Patriot decks, some locations. Regular Zoos are already really good for earlier CL players, too. You know? You picked up Galactus as your first card! Yo, that is so base, Bella. That is so freaking base, Bella. Yeah, I think that's fair. 4-7, bro. 4-7 Kahori, I would be down to clown. But what are we putting in the last slot, guys? What goes in the last slot here? Do we need another move card? Do we need a Sparky? Do we need an Aranya? Is it Gwenpool? Hazmat is Series 3. Are we buying? Well, Ajax also. Ajax also, you need something like a Man-Thing, Malekith, potentially Diamondback, you know? You think Galactus? I like the Galactus argument for top 20. Derek, do you think Thanos is still top 20? I mean, we put Gwenpool in debatable. I think Hazmat Ajax is a package. Just Hazmat Ajax is enough to win the game. You don't think Thanos is? Thanos goes down to debatable. Put Gwenpool. They don't want the Ajax lady. That's true. That is true. I think Gwenpool might be top 20. It's just, do I put Gwenpool above Galacta, knowing what I know is going to buff? Malekith, which has the tempo here. We have this. We have Marble Boy, Prodigy. And then we have these 2 move cards, which are also really good. Really, really good, right? You do Galacta over Gwenpool? Earlier CL player. The unknown power, I think, is still really good with Gwenpool, but I could see the argument for either or. You think it's still or Aranya? But is it Aranya or Sparky? That's what I'm saying. Is it Aranya or Sparky? I think Sparky. I like the Sparky because Sparky's still really good. You move back, and then you also get the +2, and then you also get the additionals from the move. How are we looking? Okay. So top 5, we have Merlin, Arishem, Nico, Victoria Hand, Lunasna. Right? We have then Iron Patriot, Kate Bishop, Wiccan, Sam Wilson, High Evo, and top 10. As we move down, I think I move Cosmic Ghost Rider. Like, this is like an order of buying these cards, right? This is the order of which you would buy these cards. Are you buying Cosmic Ghost Rider before Scorn, Madam Web, Moonstone, War Machine, Frigga, Mockingbird, Galactus First Steps, Sparky? Are you buying Cosmic Ghost Rider before them? Probably not. Am I buying it before Mockingbird? Maybe. I think if we swap this, it's Luna in... I like that too. Iron Patriot top 5. Surge should be last of these. Let me see. Starbrand for all the Sauron stuff. Surge after Sparky, after Galactus, Mockingbird, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Frigga, War Machine. Am I buying War Machine before Frigga? Probably buying Frigga before War Machine. Moonstone before Frigga. Probably Frigga before Moonstone. And then... Am I buying Madam Web or am I buying Frigga first? Probably Madam Web before Frigga. Ghost Spider is Series 3. You know? That's true. I think... Am I buying Cosmic Ghost Rider before War Machine? War Machine has a lot of those enablers early on. In general. Say Web over Scorn, maybe? Moonstone over Frigga. Diamondback could be debatable. I would put Ajax in debatable before I put Diamondback in debatable. I would say. You think Moonstone's like the 11th card on here? I feel like I think I would still choose Scorn and Madam Web over the rest of these cards from like that 11 and 12 slot, I think in general. I think I would still choose Scorn over those. I think the Frigga Moonstone, I think, is probably more of an argument here to swap over here. But I think for all the other I think, yeah, that's another just like spot we gotta think about. I don't know. Moonstone, then Frigga, and then am I getting War Machine? I'm still getting War Machine after Frigga. Am I getting Cosmic Ghost Rider before Mockingbird? Or am I getting First Steps Galactus before Mockingbird and Cosmic? I think I probably would get Cosmic still before Sparky or after Sparky. I think Cosmic's still like top 20. And I like the idea of Surge potentially being last too. You wouldn't need to file. Well, yeah, I mean, with War Machine, you still have Jubilee, you have Ebony Maw, you have Infinite, Giganto. You still need Ramp, I think, for War Machine. But you can run Electro. You can run Electro with War Machine. You could wave War Machine. If you wanted to wave War Machine. Luna War Machine, of course. Jennifer Kale into War Machine's another thing, too. This is for new players. Well, Legion is still Series 4, right? I don't think Legion is Series 3. That's why we have War Machine here also, yeah, because like Professor X and stuff. You put that on everything, like Frank's Red Hot. Good old Merlin. You would rather have Irani than War Machine? That's fair. I think, though, for a new player... Yeah, that scam deck... Yes, Cypher. They're not doing the scam deck anymore. They're doing this deck now. This is the deck they're doing. This right here, instead of the Legion scam. They're doing this one. This deck right here. This one. Which is running Vision! Series 2 Vision! I think Toad is just like talking about in general. Like you get Legion early on type of things. You know? The vision. They see the vision. I think for like a makeshift kind of put together, this ain't too bad. There's definitely ebbs and flows you could do for personal preference things, right? Totally. Yes. Wave Death She-Hulk is fixed. No, Hydro Man. Hydro Man. Even though Hydro Man's like Cope. Yeah. It was busted. It was busted. But not too bad. We just kind of did this on the spot. This was not one of the plans for tonight. But hey, we made it work. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Like I said in the beginning of the video, let me know down below, do you guys think I got it right? Or was I completely wrong with this? And also, what cards would you change if you were to change any of them? And then, I guess, another follow-up question, because we just have all sorts of questions today. What cards on this list are you missing? And are you more of a returning or a new player to Snap? Let me know down below, help kind of gauge what we got going on here, and maybe we'll make a video for also this Series 4 cards that are must-have for new/returning players. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been real. God bless, and Tucker out.